All right, in this video, we're going to learn how to set up forms and then link those forms to automations and make sure everybody gets tagged correctly based on what form they filled out inside of GoHighLevel. This video is a little bit different because it's actually a recording of a Loom call that I sent to one of my one-on-one consulting clients, but the info is great, so hope you enjoy. So essentially, let's say you have your main website, so your course site. We have the sales page for the low ticket course, and then you also have, let's say, 3 different lead magnets, right? So these will all be lead magnets. Each individual thing requires its own form, right? So if on your website form you have like a newsletter form, then that's going to get its own form, which you'll build out in the form builder. We'll jump into HighLevel here shortly. Sales page, on your checkout, you will have your checkout form. Right, so that's its own unique thing, not built inside the form builder, but built through a page form element, which we can touch on as well, but I'll be taking care of all that inside of the build that I'm doing, so you don't have to worry about that. And then each lead magnet form should also have its own opt-in form, right? So where people put in their name, email, and phone number, or whatever it is you're asking for. So each of these gets its own form. Any individual thing that somebody puts contact info gets its own form. Point being, each of these individual forms will then give individual tags inside of our CRM. Now we have individual tags, and then I also run with master tags. So if somebody opts in on the website for your newsletter, they'll be tagged, for example, like lead dash, I'm just going to abbreviate newsletter. Right? And then I'll also tag them with lead dash master list. Right? So point being, somebody who opts into lead magnet number 1 would get a tag lead, and then you do the lead magnet name. And then they'll also get the lead dash master list. Right, so point being, what I do is every single thing gets its own form, and then people get a unique tag depending on the form they filled out, as well as the master tag. That way, if I want to contact all of my leads at once, I can do so in an email by just hitting an email to all of the lead-master list. Or if I want to get in touch with people based on a specific interest or lead magnet, I can do that based on the lead magnet specific tag. Additionally, this helps me see in my data where people are coming through, right? If I do a report at the end of the month and I want to see what % of my leads turned into sales, I can then filter by, okay, let's say I got 100 leads that turned into sales. I want to know which lead magnets they came from. Then I can, again, filter by tag. So that's how the tagging works. Now, if we jump into GoHighLevel, this is quite simple to set up. All right, so if we jump into GoHighLevel, the first place we'll want to go is the Sites tab, and this is where our form builder is. So if we come in here to Forms, we can create folders, which I recommend doing just for organization. So I would do like lead magnets, general website forms, completely up to you how you want to organize. But either way, come in and create a form. I typically just go from scratch. Now this might sound obvious, but even I sometimes still forget this because the way the UI is. First thing we want to do is make sure that we actually name the form. So right up here at the top, it'll have the default name. I typically use the naming convention lead dash, and then I'll do like the lead magnet name. But you can obviously use whatever naming convention you'd like. Then from here, it's as simple as just figuring out what fields you need. So on the left-hand side, you can drag and drop all of your fields in. Now, rule of thumb, ask for the bare minimum amount of info that you need, especially if you have to do something like a phone number. And then you have these different SMS consent boxes, and phone numbers are always going to bring opt-in rate down. So typically how I would set this up is just having email and first name, and when you click on the field, you can make it required and make any adjustments. You can click on the button and then click on the gear to change any of that. But so here's your form, right? So now we have our test form, and then let's say I wanted to put that into a sales page, or a lead magnet page. So now I would come back to my sites tab and I would go to my funnels and I would go to my lead magnet funnel. So in this case, we'll just create a new one. So we'll just do test lead magnet and we'll go ahead and set up the structure and get the form integrated, and then we will set up the automation that will handle the actual tagging and what happens thereafter people fill out the form. All right, so if we're here in the funnel, we're going to add our steps. So our opt-in page, this is where the form will actually go. This is where the information about the lead magnet will be in the form itself. And then additionally, we will set up our confirmation page. All right, so if I come in here and I just edit the page, I'll just show you how to bring in the form that we created. There's one step we'll want to make sure so the form has the proper action once people take it. So drag in a column row, just search in here for form, go ahead and select form, click on the element. You will see your forms drop down here. So this was the one that we made, lead magnet test. Now right here where it says redirect action, this is what happens after the form is submitted. If you're on a funnel like this, where you're going to have your opt-in page and then your confirmation page, it's very simple. You can just go to next step and it will just go to the next step in the funnel. Now, if you need to go somewhere else, like to a different funnel or something else, you can do it to a website URL as well. So now we've got the form submitted, right? So we could go ahead and publish this, connect it to the domain, etc. Now, in order to set up the tagging, you just have to hop into the automations tab here. And we'll set up an automation so when that form is filled out, someone gets the proper tag. So if I come in here and I create a workflow from scratch, again, remember to name the workflow up here. So I'll usually do the naming convention like lead dash, then I'll do the lead magnet name, and then dash opt-in. But again, totally up to you. For our trigger, we're just gonna do form. It's going to be form submitted, add filter, form is, and then select the form that you want to link it to. Go ahead and save the trigger. Go ahead and hit the plus icon, click add contact tag. Here's where we'll talk about or put those tags in that we had mentioned here. So I'll always do my lead dash master list tag first. That gets applied to every single lead regardless of where they came in. And then I will do my lead dash, we'll just do test LM. That would be the lead magnet name, right? So then I can go ahead and add that tag. And now this contact will have both of these tags. I can go ahead and save that action. If I want to send them an email, I can go ahead and do that here. Anything else I want to do, I can continue to build out in this email or post opt-in automation. So you will just repeat that same process for all of your lead magnets or anywhere that you're going to have a form. You're going to go in the form builder, build a form. You're going to then link it to an automation, then add the tags and do whatever happens after that. So what will happen then is that all of these contacts, regardless of where they came in, they will all end up inside of your single CRM in your contacts list, and they will now all be tagged accordingly and have their own unique point of origin with unique specific tags as well as those broader tags for multiple use cases. All right, that's it. If you found the video to be helpful, go ahead and give it a like. If you aren't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. My GoHighLevel link is in the description below if you want to try it out for free. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. I do read and respond to every single one. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Peace.